The first awardee this evening is going to be Judge Aguirre. Judge Aguirre was born in Fullerton, California. Dr. Percy G. Burns has over 40 years experience in the field of education. She has traveled and done research and teaching in England, France, Germany, Israel, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. She is founding member and vice president of South Africa Now, Inc., an organization for professional women, a member of the Orange County United Nations Association, a member of the League of Women Voters of North Orange County, a member of the NACCP, and the National Council of Negro Women, both of Orange County. Her advice to youth: become acquainted with the rudiments of success, then go for it. Her favorite quote: educators sow no seed in you, but makes your seed grow. Spiritual saying by Cahill Gibran. Dr. Jessie G. Burns.
It is indeed an honor to be amongst such noble dignitaries who have been honored here tonight. It's doubly fitting that we be recognized, all of those educators be recognized here at Chapman University. And just down the street is a building that was a segregated grammar school, Cypress Elementary School. It does not stand as a symbol of racism and segregation. It stands as a testament to the dignity of education. Because those men and women who we stand on their shoulders, who courageously fought for equal educational opportunities for us and for our children, should be recognized. Those men and women of goodwill who had that common thread, that common racial thread that we all share, the human race. And I want to recognize those men and women who were in the forefront back in 1945, who were a part of that historic case that was the precedent for Brown versus Board of Education. And that was the Mendez et al. Case versus Westminster School District. And those men and women who were the ones that filed the lawsuit, the Mendez family, the Ramirez family, the Guzman families, aided by those noble men and women, visionaries, such as Thurgood Marshall, who became a Supreme Court Justice of our country, Robert Carter, who became a federal court judge in New York, Lauren Miller, also an African-American attorney who became a judge in Los Angeles County, and his son who became a Superior Court judge, and his granddaughter who is a Superior Court judge in Los Angeles County. Saburo Kido, the founder of the Japanese American Citizens League, an attorney back in the 1920s and the 1930s. Jewish American attorneys, David Marcus and A.L. Wirren, who nobly fought for Jewish Americans across the country, in addition to African Americans, Mexican Americans, Japanese Americans, and Native Americans. another immigrant by the name of Earl Warren, whose family came from Sweden and Norway, and as governor, as a result of the Mendez case, urged the repeal of the government code sections and the educational code sections that required segregated schools for Native American children and Asian American children. As a result of the Mendez case, Asian American children and Native American children, just like our African American brothers and sisters, were entitled to an equal educational opportunity here in the state of California, years before the fires were lit across the country under Brown versus Board of Education, to light the path for equal educational opportunities. And then we had Judge Paul McCormick, who courageously, an Irish American, who courageously was the first federal court judge in the nation to find that segregated schools, no matter how equal they could be in terms of facilities, were inherently unequal because they denied children that opportunity to be educated in their full context of dignity and equal respect for each other. So today, I see ourselves here, just a few blocks away from that Cypress school. That is a school, as I indicated, that is a testament to the dignity and the nobility of education, because it gives us that full opportunity to become and reach our full potential as human beings. And today, we celebrate not only the achievements of all of our educators, but those who we stand on those shoulders of those noble and visionary educators before us. So I just want to congratulate Youth on the Move and also the Chapman University for recognizing all of these educators for their noble efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Youth on the Move and Chapman. I want to first just say thank you. We, as educators, certainly didn't go into this for recognition. And we certainly didn't go into it for any money either. So thank you very much. I am the granddaughter of immigrants. And so when I was little, I should tell you, my mother's the oldest of 10, and I was the oldest grandchild. And so when I was little, I was at the farmhouse, and there was a picture of my mother, very nicely dressed, on the far left-hand side of the top of the upright piano. And right next to my mother was a picture of my Uncle David, and then my Uncle Rigido, and then my Uncle Rogelio. She had 7 brothers, by the way. And at the very end, it was a blank space on the piano. There were 3 uncles. Their pictures weren't there. And as a little girl, I thought, how come they're not there? Was my grandmother mad at them? Had they done something wrong? How come there wasn't a picture of all 10? Well, I learned later from my Aunt Alice that you got your picture on the piano when you graduated from high school. Talk about an expectation, a silent expectation. So all 10 of those children in the 30s and 40s, graduated from high school. And I'm sure that my grandmother had no idea that in 2 generations, her granddaughter would be president of a college. And I'm going to pick up on what the judge theme here, and there was a wonderful teacher that was recognized for talking about African American history. About a month ago or so, a group of students came in from one of the clubs on campus, and they had a project about historical figures, and historical figures that made an impact, et cetera, et cetera. And I looked at them and I said, do you know anything about the Mendez case? And they didn't. And there stood Mendez Middle School right across the street, almost right across the street from Santa Ana College. And I said then, have you ever met or spoken with Sylvia Mendez, you know, she's still alive. And so I, at that moment, walked with them down to the foundation office, because Sylvia's in our Hall of Fame, got contact information and hooked up Sylvia with those students. And she was very gracious and met with them as a group. And they came back some weeks later, I don't remember the interval, and they were just filled with Sylvia's light. They were filled, knowing their history and knowing about the Mendez case and what that meant at that time, and more importantly, what that means for them now. At Santa Ana College, we have an official mission statement, and it's printed in our catalog and all our official documents. But when I talk to faculty and staff, I boil it down to just a really simple phrase. Our job, our mission, is to see that there is a college degree in every home. And I bet that all of you, in every organization, or where you work, where you volunteer, your neighborhood, your church, that is a mantra that we can all adopt. And that's simply a college degree in every home, because no other item, field, weapon, anything that we have levels the playing field more than a college education. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear from our little Indian boy by Lobo Lodge Singers K through 5, San Clemente, California.